righty, I should be live now. Hey, how you doing? Wendy, nieces, Mary, how are y'all doing this evening? I was trying to, how you doing, Bruce? I was trying to, yeah, I'm looking around too, trying to figure out what I'm doing. Got a new email for doing reviews on some chemicals, like for your lawn. I don't think I want to get into that chemicals. The Flanadian, Flanadian, like Florida. Huh. How you doing, pork chop? So anyway, I didn't even check the audio. Can y'all hear me? Okay, I think I see a light on down there, so it should be working. Maybe I should move up and talk a little closer to the microphone. Anyway, how you doing, Ray? You hear fine? Okay, good deal. The gang is all here. Wasn't that a song? Was it the Commodores? There's a party going around here. Oh, that was celebration. That was it. But anyway, are you able to attach video in the chat? I don't know if I can attach a. Well, I don't know. Let me see. Okay. Well, no use in me looking. Thank you, Miss Mary. I had Steve's on, but I was messing with the lights back there, and they're I guess the battery went bad. But one of the sellers that I do batteries for, that's why I was late. I just read their email and I just looked at the battery, but I think it was the CR2025 that goes in those little remotes for the little LED lights right there. Theirs is like a CR2032 or something. I don't know. Ray warmed everyone up. Brandon, he was opening. All right. The rock and roll show shall begin. We could crank. I wish I could play a guitar. That would be cool. I can hit strings. That's about it. And I even took guitar lessons too. That Florida, Canada. Oh, Florida, Canada. Florida, Canada. Well, why not? There's a Midland, Ontario. I do know that. And if you're from Texas, Midland is well known to be the oil field area, Midland and Odessa. But I guess Florida, Canada. So anyway, I really didn't have anything to talk about tonight that would interest y'all. Now, if you live in Wichita Falls, Texas, there could be something interesting coming our way. They won't officially say it yet, but a certain, well, I don't care. Amazon may be moving to Wichita Falls. They bought the property and they have contracted the city to build a road, and the city says it will not cost the taxpayers any money because of the Altus, Oklahoma. All right, Altus in the house. Well, Dr. Phil, if you do Amazon, you might be interested in this because it ain't too far to Altus from here. But the city said that it won't cost any tax dollars because the sale of the land will pay for the road. Anyway, there's about 25 acres out on Burke Burnett Road, and the company that bought it is affiliated with two major corporations, one of which is Amazon. And the other one I don't remember. I should have saved that story, but I didn't figure it would concern anybody. And, well, unless you live around Wichita Falls. But if you live around Wichita Falls, we may be getting Amazon Flex. They're supposed to have the street built by spring, and they're wanting the building built and in working order a year from Christmas. So they're wanting it, a little over a year and 3 months, year and 4 months. So we shall see. I don't know if that would speed up the delivery on Amazon products or not. I mean, there's a warehouse in Oklahoma City And I believe there is one close to Plano, Texas, or somewhere down there. If my mom's watching, she's probably seen it. There's a big warehouse. No, that's Walmart. Walmart. Anyway, I know there's some distribution centers around the Dallas-Fort Worth area, and I know there's one in Oklahoma City. But I don't know if that would speed the delivery up or not. They have put in 2 huge solar farms by Snyder, Oklahoma, just 20 minutes east of Alta. It's supposed to be for Amazon, I think. Well, I wonder why they put them all the way over here, because there's a bunch around Vernon. Of course, Vernon and Altus ain't much different. You're just the river. What is that, about 20 miles between Vernon and Altus? Anyhow, oh dear, I'm like, better late than never, man. What did I was kind of in and out watching Steve's live stream. What was you saying about Amazon Flex? I just caught part of it. You wrote it, but I didn't go back and read it. But I glanced over and saw something about you. It was 40 miles or something, or it was 70 miles by the time you got it delivered. So what I'm asking is Amazon Flex any good? I hear positive, I hear negative. Gig mom down there in Florida, I think I haven't watched her in a long time. I know she used to do Amazon Flex. Most of the time I was on there. Well, how you doing, Jason? Again, howdy. But if they do get Amazon Flex right now, you can go on the app and it says currently not in your zip code. So it's a little early, but I'm just curious if it would be worth signing up for next year. Or you lost your ranch. How did you lose your ranch? Didn't you keep it in the toolbox? Boo, 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 boo. There you go. Nation always losing tools. That kind of reminds me. I was going to say my son, but technically, I lost a lot of tools. I didn't really lose tools when I was a kid. I just misplaced them. And a lot of screwdrivers became throwing projectiles, see if I could stick it in a tree, or playing chicken. And no, stretch. We didn't use a knife. We used screwdrivers. If you're in the older generation, you might know what stretch is. But YouTube doing YouTube things. Is that light flickering back there bothering y'all? Because I can't get the hertz on that camera down low enough to get rid of that flickering, the waves. It's because of the frame rate. But if that's bothering you, I'll turn that off. It kind of bothers me, but it's on this side because I got that monitor over there. But I don't care because I'm looking at the chat right here. So, and over here, I can't really. I see it, but not really. It's not enough to bother me. My uncle would steal my tools because he thought all of the tools in the shed were my grandpa's. Oh, it was not flickering on y'all's end. Don't even notice it. Oh, okay, cool. I'm anal on some things, kind of like when I go to edit, a review or something. It may take me 2 hours to get a 7-minute review done. And I don't know. That's why I don't count my time. Because if I counted my time, I'd probably be making negative 50 cents an hour. 10-millimeter sockets are now the world are the worst, Jason. Always losing them. So, Brandon, can you also do a review videos for third-party sellers apps on Walmart's app? Oh, I haven't looked into Walmart. They do. I think they do have an affiliate program. Academy has one too. I looked at an Academy and I signed up for Academy, but I never heard anything back. I wanted to get in there because of the fishing lures and stuff like that. And if I could make a little commission on that, because I would absolutely wholeheartedly, genuinely back the H2O brand at Walmart. I'd love to get a little kick back on some of that stuff because I have spent some money on lures. You mentioned Gig Mom. She has had a family tragedy. Her daughter was struck by lightning and passed away. It was on the big story on their local news. As you can imagine, she is hurt. Oh man, that's horrible. Was that here recently? I guess. I had no idea. I haven't watched her in quite a while. I used to watch her all the time. Was just noticing the third party sellers is a big thing on Walmart as well. I don't know. Spend a fortune replacing 10mm sockets. Yeah, that's horrible. Like a month ago. Oh wow. Yeah, I didn't know. I one of the ladies. She has been on this live a few times, and I used to watch all her videos all the time. Lola, Lost on Land again. I went to her YouTube channel a couple months ago, because I thought I haven't seen her on here or nothing, and she hadn't posted any videos. And then I went to one of the, his name is Blind Views, but I went to his, and he had a tribute. She had passed away, and she's been on this live. I met her through camping, doing the art. She had doing van life. She lived in Grand Prairie or Grapevine, somewhere around the Metroplex down there. Man, don't keep up with people and things happen. I sure didn't know that about Gig Mom's daughter. That's horrible. I, I I can't imagine. I know a lot of people have lost their children. We're not going to rehash those old memories, but there could be no worse tragedy than that. Losing a parent is bad. Losing a spouse is really bad. I have experienced both of those, but thank God I have not lost a child. And I don't want to. I don't even want to think about it. So that's got to be horrible. Anyway, let's move on. I don't buy from the third party sellers on Walmart, but I wouldn't mind making money from being a third party seller on there. Well, only 16 or something. Wow, just a kid. My grandson just turned 16 August. No, September 9th. September 9th. My grandson. I don't know if I said my grandson or my son. He's my oldest grandson. Hmm. But yeah, I don't know about doing the Walmart thing, but man, if you get some products over on Amazon, you know somebody that does Amazon reviews. And I think the same day they were having a memorial service. They were talking. Wow. You don't know whether to be happy or cry. Well, I mean, crying definitely, but then if you're bringing in a life, but I don't know. That's messed up. My seller was just approved on Amazon yesterday. One thing was a Gig Mom that son had health issues too. I don't know about that one. I don't want to start doing the review bids as well. I don't. I had the live stream on Grandpa's Random Reviews last night, and I made a little animated type video. I don't know. I got it scheduled to come out on that channel on Grandpa's Random Reviews on the 15th. On the 15th. I was going to do it on the 13th, but I got this weird thing about the number 13. And I know it's a mental thing. I just do. But anyway, I was just going to put that out there. Just that clip. And I noticed in the YouTube studio where you upload the video, I had to click on, does your video have AI? Because voice is considered AI according to the new YouTube policies. And I'm not even monetized. I'd sure hate to get in trouble before I ever get monetized. But anyway, yeah, it's most everything. But if you don't know anything about doing Amazon, it's informational. Informational. We're gonna start review channel on TikTok first. Heard Amazon likes that before. Yeah, absolutely. That's if you go on. Well, you probably go on Reddit, but if you go on to Amazon, I'm sure there's a post on here because I get them all the time. Amazon _ influencer on Reddit. Most everybody talks about TikTok being the number one way to get on to the Amazon influencers because you can put a TikTok video out and you can have 1,000 views in the first 24 hours or more. Whereas on YouTube, it's going to take you a long time because I guess people just scroll through. You can put a little one of them hula dancers that you put up on the dash of your car and just video that and put it on TikTok, and I guarantee you'd probably have 1,000 views by this time tomorrow. It's crazy. I want to exploit every possible way to make money from off Amazon. Yeah. They also have Amazon Inspire. Once you get into the, I'm going to have the influencer program. You can do the Inspire, which is basically vertical content, and it's like 1 minute. But I don't know, y'all. Dashing Grandpa's channel I don't really know how it works on the monetization, but I get a monthly email, and I added up the minutes watched for last month, divide that by 60, multiply it times 12, and it's going to come out to like 2,000 something hours. And, you have to have 4,000 hours watch time to become monetized. I'm not real sure if you have to maintain that or not. Yeah, Amazon Inspire. But if you have to maintain that, Dashing Grandpa's channel may become demonetized. And it's because I just don't do videos, so I don't get any watch time. The lives get some watch time, but not anything like the Grandpa's Random Reviews. I'm still monetized and barely do any content. Well, that's what I'm not sure. I don't know if they demonetize you after so long because, those hours are going to drop off. I might be good up until 6-7 months ago because I think that's about when I stopped doing so much. But, when you're doing so many reviews and you're doing, YouTube, putting them on YouTube and then on Amazon, you get tied up. And quite honestly, there is really nothing exciting about doing Spark. I mean, if you want to, like, I think the last video I had was talking about the double shopping orders because it was new, or it was new here anyway. So that was worth putting a video out on. But unless there's something worth putting a video out on, I'd rather use that time to be doing a review. And I don't know. I guess basically my interests are kind of moving from doing DoorDash and Spark and all that. It's kind of transitioning it over to mostly Amazon. But I've got to keep Spark because, you don't know what's going to happen to Amazon. I'm sure from right now, if you're thinking about doing Amazon reviews and getting in the influencer program, right now is the time to do it because we got Christmas coming up. And everybody knows sales go up. But come January, it's going to slough back off a little bit. No, you don't have to because a lot of, some of the lives are I don't know. I mean, I guess you can get something out of them, but some of them are kind of boring, I guess. But um, really, whoa, why did I do that? Oh, I see what I did. Oh, looks like I just clicked on your. I didn't realize you had a channel, Jason. Um, I, let's see what. Oh wow, you got some good music on there. I saw 38 Special a few years ago. They were here. Hey, y'all. Well, you know what? What did I do? What did I do? Um, Hang on just a second. There we go. Oh, thank you, Ray. I was fixing to put Jason's channel up there because if y'all are cleaning the house or doing something like that and want to watch some music, man, there you go. Got some good tunes on there. Well, you got one on there. I guess it's just a playlist, created playlist, but you got some good music on there. That would be a good one because a lot of times I turn Pandora on when I'm setting up the camera and turning my lights on, and I'm a grandpa. I don't move 90 miles an hour. About 85 is about my speed, but not 100. So sometimes I have some time to kill, so I always got some music going. Um, I actually have one station, and don't y'all laugh at me, but it's on there. It's called BG. Well, everybody knows it. Well, most everybody should know who the Bee Gees are, but it's not just the Bee Gees. They play a lot of like 70s and 80s of the slower. But then I got Thumbprint Radio and Van Halen, AC/DC, Metallica, you know, Def Leppard, Bon Jovi, Whitesnake, Journey, Rush. So then nothing like listening to For Those About to Rock, and then Merle Haggard comes on next. That, if I'm at home, that's great. But if I'm out working, I got to keep Metallica and AC/DC pumping to keep my blood pumping. But if I start listening to some Rainbow Stew, I'll mellow out because country's a little more tame. Oh, Jason needs to do mechanic how to. Jason needs to do mechanic how to bits. Oh, is Jason a mechanic? I just sub the channel. I understand I don't do anything and don't subs, but Ray set it up for me so I can watch. Yeah, I like that. I don't. I know. Of course, the generation is. I mean, times have changed. When I was 17 to 25, if you said you liked the Bee Gees, people would have made fun of you. But man, very talented group. I didn't realize how many songs he actually wrote for other people. Islands in the Stream. I thought that was Kenny Rogers. I didn't realize the Bee Gees sang that first. And just some of the different songs. It was pretty wild. There's Art Bell bumper music playlist on Spotify. I don't know Spotify. That is pretty darn good. All music he used to play on his radio shows. Huh. I'm going to be doing a video when I replace the knock sensors on my mom's car. I can't do mechanic videos because working on the car, I have to. Well, you could throw in some background music, and I actually have something. You can get you one of them jaw jaw teeth things that you could clip onto the hood to do a down shot with a GoPro or something to do the video and just leave the mic turned off. Dolly Parton wrote that. No, I thought Kenny Rogers and Dolly Parton did it, but actually it was the Bee Gees. What was it? Maurice? No, not Maurice. What is his name? He's the only one left alive, and he's the oldest brother. How you doing, Mr. Steve? I was there for a little bit, and I was actually there a lot longer than you think. Actually, till about 9:03. I didn't realize what time it was, but I was messing with these lights back here behind me. So just going to sure was the Bee Gees that wrote it. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't realize that. And like I said, people used to, when you're 17, 20 years old, they would make fun of you. But now, when you're older, people say, yeah, the Bee Gees, they were pretty cool. But, that was the kind of music you wanted to play with the girls around because it was that cuddling music. Mm-hmm. Well, my daddy used to refer to it as belly rubbing music. I remember him saying that. I guess that was a nice way to put that in front of your kid. Yeah, Barry. Okay. Yeah, he's the only one left alive. Even Andy, and Andy was the youngest. Channel maybe a mixed bag turning wrenches and gig work. Can I give you a not a professional advice, but a little tip? Do one or the other. I know you want to do them both, but do one or the other until you get monetized. Once you get monetized, then you can mix it up. But if you can niche it down, you can get a targeted audience and your channel will grow much faster. Now, that's like I said, I'm not a professional and I don't give professional advice. It's just from what the last 7, 8, 9 years that I've been around YouTube and that I've seen and watched the big YouTubers talking about. That's one of the reasons why I like the Grandpa's Random Reviews has not got, the watch hours are good, but that's why it hadn't grown because if I did just like kitchen products or just, cameras or just dash cams, that channel would have probably already been monetized long ago. Well, not long ago, but, a few months ago. But Black Sabbath and Nazareth, there you go. Because love hurts. Speaking of Nazareth and my dad, my sister bought a record, Hair of the Dog. I think Daddy either broke that record or anyway, he said we couldn't listen to it. Of course, it was my sister's. So, and if you know Hair of the Dog by Nazareth, you know the words in it, and Daddy didn't approve of that. So. Yeah, we broke down. Well, I don't. It might be a good mix because there's a lot of gig workers that could use, and I'm one of them. I am not. I can change. Well, I used to say I could change an alternator and a starter and stuff. On these newer cars, I don't know because you have to take the whole covers off to get down to stuff. But like older cars, I can do that. But you get beyond that, and I'm not a mechanic. So yeah, I don't know that you might be good at doing gig and a little bit of mechanicing. I would basic mechanic, like changing a battery. You could save people a lot of money if you go to somewhere, especially a mechanic shop or something, and have a alternator changed or just as simple as a car battery. They get screwed. Joni Mitchell, original performance, flat tonight. I had to fix my car on the side of the road. I've been lucky, knock on wood. The only thing I've fixed on my, well, I didn't fix it, but I fellow DoorDash driver fixed it and they totaled it. That's the biggie that I've had as far as breakdown, shall we say, on the road. Got T-Bone. She said, I was looking at my phone taking a DoorDash order. That's what she told me and the cop. Yeah, I told her I don't think I would say that again. But yeah, that, and that actually really is good. You're onto something there because my daughter she was talking about my grandson. He's wanting to drive and everything, and something was said about like changing the flat or changing the oil in a car. And she goes, my daddy didn't teach me how to do any of that. But if you're out there doing deliveries and it's dark 30, discount tires closed, you're going to have to, you can't just, depending on the tire and how bad it is, you can't just throw some air in it and drive on. I mean, if discount tire or, a station is open, you could go put some air in it and get to it maybe. But you need to learn how to change a tire. And a lot of people these days don't know how to change a tire. So yeah, I think you're on something. AAA, yeah, if you can afford it. I don't have AAA. If I break down, I'm on the side of the road. Luckily, my son-in-law is a mechanic. I just, hey, can you come help me out? And he has. So my car died in the drive-through McDonald's. Oh, man. Oh, 55 a year, really? But how long does it take them to show up? Right now I'm driving my mom's car until mine is complete. Her car developed an issue and I don't want to return it broken, so I'll fix it. My mom asked me when my car got totaled, she said, you can use my car. It's a 2000 or 2001. I think it's 2000 Jeep Grand Cherokee. And it's been a good car for her, but it rattles and the transmission slips sometimes. And there for a while, I don't know if it's done it lately. You can be driving down the road and it'll just die. And you can pull over, coast over to the side, put it in park, give it just a second, and start it right back and go on. I didn't think it would be a good idea to be delivering on her car because, number one, the way I drive would not be good for that car. Number two, I don't think it would handle the constant stopping and going. And uh-oh, am I in trouble? Oh, it's possessed. My mom texted me. She watches, but normally I think it's on the TV that she watches, so she can't get into the group and talk or converse. So a lot of times she'll send me a text when I'm confused about something. But yeah, her car is possessed. It's been a good car overall. I mean, and it's paid for, so AAA is worth it. Usually doesn't take long unless you're in a snow. Well, we don't have to worry. Here, normally, we don't have to worry about snowstorms. You may have to check for the tranny fluid in that Cherokee. With it running in and neutral, it will show full if checked. And oh, yeah. Yeah, you got to set the park brake and put it in drive to check them. You see that, Mom? Mr. Wamba said howdy or hello. But yeah, and her tablet we have tried to get YouTube on her tablet, but it's an old iPad, and I know nothing about them, but I think it's too old to run YouTube. I don't know. Where are we at? She said hi. That's her communication. I don't know how much gas is where y'all are at, but she texted me earlier, and at one of our grocery stores here, I don't know if y'all have them or not. It's United. Well, it's United, but it's also called Amigos and Albertsons. but I don't know if those have gas stations at them. Anyway, it's $2.49 a gallon here at that particular store, and I have 40 cents off a gallon. So I'm gonna get gas tomorrow. I don't need it all, but Miss Emily does. I used to have a Cherokee, and that was an issue. They will find out about the neutral thing. Okay, you have to check the tranny fluid in the Cherokee, whether it's running and in neutral. It was so. Because see, all the old cars that I had, and I know people are going to say, oh, you can't do that because people are worried about so many little things nowadays. But you put it in drive and you set the park brake and you got out and check the transmission because then you can get an accurate check. Of course, cars are probably not needed you don't do them like that nowadays. But you can also check the alternator and stuff differently than what you can now because now I hear you'll fry the electronic system. Used to you could disconnect the battery and if it continued running, your alternator was good. And if it died, then you need a new alternator. I think I got that right. I'll tell you, $2.48 cash price at Exxon. Huh. So it's a penny. Well, by golly, let me run down south and save a penny. I'm joking. Wow, $2.39. Huh. I thought $2.49 was really good. $2.76 up in Missouri. It's going to be interesting after November. That's all I'll say about that. But Jeep Chrysler had crazy ways of doing things. Check the alternator with a voltmeter to the battery was running the safest, effective way. See the bulbs? Yeah, but back when I was 18, 19, back in the early 80s, let's see, you did it the other way. Nobody had a voltmeter. Like checking 9-volt batteries. Stick your tongue to it. If it buzzes you, it's good. If it don't really buzz you much, it's trash. But things are so much different now. But anyhow, everyone can shut up and how much is gas there, Bruce? Chrysler vehicles are not so reliable. Yeah. Nevada, about the same. My son lives over in Utah. I don't know how much gas is there. Probably about the same as it is in Nevada. I think they're about an hour away. I think hour and a half to Vegas. They live in St. George. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful area. All I've seen is the pictures. Someday I'd like to drive up there, but me and Grandpa are in Texas, closer to the refinery. Yeah, there's a lot of refineries down there around Galveston. $5. Maybe drilling, yeah. Yeah, I have a feeling that's what's going to take place by springtime. Gosh, back in the day, it was amazing. Their fall was getting rid of the 318 and the 360s. I had a friend that had a 318 and a Dodge pickup. Man, it was a 4-speed. That thing was getting scratched first, second, and third. It had some oomph to it, and it got decent gas mileage. Of course, back then we didn't pay much attention to gas mileage. You could go put $5 worth of gas in your car and cruise the drag all night. Drag, baby. Yep. And then the 4 inline 6. Sure, Bruce, it's higher in England. I haven't figured out England's pay or how the conversion is. I need to look that up because I've made a whopping $1.18 on my UK Amazon. Getting rich. But I don't know if that equivalates to about $1 or if it is equivalent to like $1.50. It's $1.18 right now. across the pond. That man has an 82 Dodge truck with a 318. He said on a good day, really, yeah, Greg's. I don't know what model it was. Let's see, that would have been. He got it new, so it was probably around that year model. Might have been an 83 or 84. Howdy, Presley. They sell it by the liter. And thank you for not running ads during your stream like a lot of other YouTubers do. I did. What was it, Ray? A couple of weeks ago, because I think Ray mentioned it. And what it was is I had went into the YouTube studio and I'd checked to monetize, and that's what triggers it. If you just go to StreamYard, create it after the live, then you can go back into YouTube. Because nobody wants to, you're not going to make enough off of one live stream to make any difference. If 50 cents to 60 cents makes or breaks you, you probably need to be doing something besides live streaming. Now, the replays and stuff like that, I get it. But the live itself, there is no reason to have the ads running because you're not going to make that much unless you're running 24-hour live. I'm moaning at my hubby for the night boss. I don't know how that works, but y'all stream from the phone, so I don't know if y'all use StreamYard or if you just use the phone itself. If you had like 10,000, well, yeah. If you had that big, oh yeah. But in all honesty, I've watched some big YouTubers, and Pedro actually has as many on his live streams as a lot of the big YouTubers. The ones with 500, 600,000 subscribers. But I haven't watched the live stream on Pedro's in a while, but there for a while he was having 300-400 people on his live streams, and that's rocking the house pretty good. You block the night bot alone. I don't mind that bot. I used to be the mod on his channel where there would be over 10,000 people on the streams back when the dog coin was all hype. Pedro had that many? I mean, I've been on a lot of his lives where he had 300-400. Oh, not Pedro. Okay, I was going to say, because like Nick Neiman, I watch him when I remember and when I'm up, because he comes on Saturday mornings because he's in Thailand. So he gets, of course, it's late night there, but he comes on at like 10 o'clock Central Standard Time here. But he usually has 100, 150. But he gets a lot of replay. And he's at like 780,000 or 800,000, 850,000. I don't know. A bunch. I have YouTube suggestions, and we've actually became good friends. Brash Dasher is also a good one to watch. He is funny and sarcastic. Oh, cryptocurrency. Nick Lemon has a great, yeah, he does. I watch him and Nate Black and Sean Kennel on Think Media. There was a couple more. Can't think of them. Let's see. Where? Wait, I'm over here. Well, actually, he may not be on Dash and Grandpa. Uh, oh, Mr. Black. He's good if you're in. He does reviews, but he doesn't do so much of YouTube teaching. He does reviews, but oh man, because I have a lot of people on here that do reviews because I was watching them to see how they did reviews. Anyway, most of them are going to be on my Dirty Shoes Adventures channel because that's when 8, 9 years ago, that's when I started doing. Well, that's when I started doing YouTube on Dirty Shoes Adventures. I don't know, 9 years ago, 8 years ago, a long time ago. But I'd watch all those guys, and it's not that I don't know how to do it, and I know what they're going to tell you need to do, and all this and that. I just don't always do what you're supposed to do. Like I said with Grandpa's Random Reviews, if it was more niche specific and had a certain topic or a category, then it would have probably been monetized. But I'd rather it's random. Cryptocurrency channel. Nick Niman has great info. Yeah. Did you sell that scooter at the flea market? And they offered me one today, 900. I didn't answer her. Wow, I would absolutely do it. Oh, you're talking about the mobility scooter? No, I actually sold that on the Facebook because I just listed it as a scooter. I didn't put mobility, that keyword, in there. If you list something on Facebook, Marketplace a lot of times will flag it for medical. Like, so, yeah, I sold it on there. Man, if she offered it to me, I would be all over it. Man, there was people at that Bowie flea market. They was riding those mobility scooters. Most of them was the 3-wheel ones, but I've seen the 4-wheel ones. From my experience of riding the four-wheel one and then looking at the 3-wheel ones, when I get to that point in my life, I want 4 wheels on the ground. Because if you go on an unlevel surface on those 3 wheels, I was watching them and they would kind of wobble like that. And that was not very unlevel. That was fairly level, but not quite level. But the 4-wheel ones, especially that one I reviewed, then I went down the grass incline a little bit so I could turn around because they don't turn very sharp. And that one didn't. I did see one at Bowie, and it was a 4-wheel. It's 4-wheel one. And it said 0 radius, so I guess it turns like the 0 turn lawnmowers. It'd be totally cool. It was I've recommended Nick's channel to a lot of people. Yeah, absolutely. He's got a lot of good info. And like I said, Nate Black does. He used to be on Channel Makers, and they kind of parted ways. Petrol in London right now equates to, good Lord, man, I'd be riding them electric scooters everywhere if that was the case. I could put a little trailer on the back of mine maybe, but mine will only go like 19.4 miles an hour. There's another guy that does great content, OBS Studio streaming. Can't think of his name right now. Yeah, there was a couple of more that was really good. They had the gig what was their conference? I can't whatever conference is they had it in Dallas last weekend. I would have loved to went to that because there was A lot of good people. But I don't know if, it would be cool to meet some of those folks. But no, reality, they're just people, you know. But there was a couple of them I would have liked to have met because I think they're pretty cool people. Just them personally, the way they project themselves. Used to use OBS Studio when I was first. That's what, like Nick Nimmin, that's why he used to push with OBS, and then now he pushes StreamYard on that Renegade Gig Hustler that uses OBS. I need to check that out. It's only a good thing USA has the world's largest oil reserve. That's not the one I'm thinking of. I'd have to go through the channels I've subbed to. Michael Fair Jr. is channel for OBS Studio. I wonder. Let me open up a new tab over here. Over here. Oh, I don't want Facebook. What am I doing? Grandpa, you are something else. How am I? No, I don't want Dashing Grandpa. I need Dirty Sue's Adventures. Switch account. Where is Dirty Sue's Adventures? Way down there. It's got 863 subscribers. I don't know why that channel did. I thought that channel would do good, but Dashing Grandpa blew that one out of the water. If you want to learn camera stuff, Peter McKinnon. Man, there's some people's names on here I haven't seen. I got Kim on Dirty Shoes Adventures. I didn't realize I had her on there. There's a girl too. What is her name? She's real good on teaching through YouTube. Oh man, I have Annie Dubois, DUBE with the little mark above it. She's really good. Catherine Manning. That's who I was trying to think of. She does really well. Daryl Eves, of course, he's like the YouTube king of YouTube. He's pretty much the one that has taught Nick Nimmin and the rest of them how to do things. But anyway, where is? Anyway, we're not going to spend too much time looking on that. Let me get back over here. I have to figure out how to do video with just me and my phone. I'm lame. I have no computer. The hardest thing you're going to have there is the editing, if you're going to edit. It was today. I will answer her and I'll tell her you want. Yeah, I'll tell her. I'll gladly do it. I think she wants you to show going up. Yeah, that was what she did on mine. That's why we had to take it to Lucy Park, a park here, and go uphill. But if it's the same one, that may be why she didn't ask me. I didn't realize it. I didn't think it was $999, but it might have been. It may have went up. I use my phone to make videos, Jason. Which guy in England? Look, Mom, no computer. Is his channel. He builds insane synthesizers and would make a great Doctor Who. Name is Sam. Sam, I am. Hit the live. Don't swear. Hit live and don't swear. Yeah. YouTube has gotten a little picky on that one. They won't demonetize or demonetize, I guess, the video. Maybe I'm using the wrong word for a few words, but if you consistently do it, like a couple of gig tubers I watch, and I got nothing again. If somebody wants to talk a certain way, that's fine. But if it's just a little bit here and there, they don't pay much mind to it. That's hard to be Bruce, Jason Gregory. Pedro does all his videos completely with his phone, no computer. If a phone does great. That's when I started Dirty Shoes Adventures. That's all I used. I'm going to show you something real quick. Hold on. What did I do with it? Oh, there it is. Jason, this is right here. Where's my StreamYard? So I know because there's a delay on Facebook. Where am I at? There it is. But no remarks on what that resembles. But anyway, it's right there. Can you see? That is what you need because you can hang this thing. Like in your case, mechanicing, you can clip that on the hood and you can bend that around where you need it. And it has the attachment there. You can put a phone holder on it or like a GoPro if you're going to use a GoPro. Yeah, well, you know what it looks like. But does a really good job. And I actually got one in to do a review on. They asked me if I wanted to do a review. And I said, sure. I mean, I've already got it. Same brand and everything. They're like I think it's $19. But anyway, you can just slide that off, put different attachments on there. But this one, it did have a phone holder. I honestly do not know where the phone holder is, but the new one does have. I just now got up. Man, am I majorly delayed over there? Oh yeah, I'm way behind over there. I don't know what happened. It just that screen just now showed me getting up, so I must have hit pause or something over there. Oh, we're around the public with that in my hand. Yeah. Say hi. Say talk to the camera. But anyhow, these for real, they really work well. I've used this clipping it onto a fence and did fishing videos. You just have to zoom in with your phone because I did several like that. A lot of times I used to drive to the state parks and I would clip that up on my sunroof and just have the camera up there sticking out of the sunroof. And of course you have to mute the audio because all you're going to get is wind noise. But anyway, that is a good tool right there. See? And this does come off, so I'm never taken off. And then you can slide that mount right here, and then it's just the clip. That might be a little more appropriate to walk around with in the public. In the public. They threw me into the public. If you watch Ron White, you can get the meaning of that one. Oh, need that for doing live shops at Walmart. Actually, I did. I clipped that onto the Walmart cart, just like that. And I had a couple of the employees ask me what I was doing. I said, I'm recording a video. And, oh, cool. That was that. But I've heard of people getting in trouble. But they never say anything. But you can clip that onto a fence, on the car part. Anywhere you can put a clip. I have one now that has the jaws on it that you screw down and tighten on. I've got one down there on my wheel on my electric scooter, and then I've got my regular GoPro mount up on the handlebars. So I have low and then a high, so you can cut in video. You can cut from this video up to this video. I don't know. I got to get back out and make some more scooter videos. Not all I need to try to get to bed. Oh, wow, it is 10:01, isn't it? Well, have a good one, Mr. Tim, and we'll catch you on the flip side. What was that they used to say? Keep the bugs off the bumper and That was on, what was that on, Smokey and the Bandit or Convoy? One of those shows that was on, and I can't remember how it goes. I go to bed, but it takes forever to get. I understand that one. My issue when I go to bed, my mind. I can sit right here and be, especially if I eat something, and sit here editing a video. I'll do that right there. I've almost ate this desk a few times, but as soon as I get up and go get in bed, my brain turns on. It's like all the lights in the house are on, and it just starts going. And sleeping medication doesn't do anything to me. The only thing that ever put me to sleep was a half of a wine cooler. At one point in my life, I had real major issues of sleeping. Um, and I got prescribed sleeping medicine. Didn't do anything, but I could drink a half of a wine cooler and be out like a baby. I went and made a community post since everyone wants to subscribe now. I got motivation. There you go. You could, for real. I really think you got something there. At first, I thought maybe you should just do just the mechanicing or just the gig, but you it goes hand in hand because the gig workers need to know how to change the tire. Same here, Brandon. Brain won't shut, and it doesn't. And I think a lot of times I come up with some great ideas for like videos or something, and then my brain jumps onto something else, and then to something else, and then eventually I'll fall asleep, and then the next day I'll try to remember what it was that was such a great idea, and 90% of the time I can't remember what it was. I need a pen and a paper beside my bed so I can write that down. But I want to do both together, but both things I do enjoy. At first, like I said, at first I didn't think that would be as good until you got monetized. And then you could definitely do it. But I think that actually might go good because both of them, like I said, people know they need to know how to change a tire. Kick Workers Garage. There you go. There's your channel name. That's a good one. Good night, Mr. Tim. When I get on a roll on talking, that's what my brain does. But if you're using, if you can't edit a video and you're using your camera and stuff like, or your phone and stuff like that, and you're good enough to put that on there without editing, man, you're doing great. Like pork chop, the videos with little to no editing and just pausing the video. I'm not that good. I have to cut out the dead spot, and I might say ideals, and I was like ideas, and then I have to go back and cut out ideas because my mind goes quicker than my mouth sometimes. I'm just going to free flow and watch my mouth. Yeah. Like I said, YouTube, they frown on a lot of it, but a little bit here and there, you'll be fine. But I think it was last year they kind of cracked down on that. There were some channels that actually got demonetized because they were a little overboard, especially some of the gaming channels. I don't know if you've watched many of those gamers, but boy, them folks has got some potty mouse big time. Good night, Miss Wendy. She might not have told me good night, but I said, you're saying that she told Mary good night, so she's going to bed. So I'm saying good night. Good luck with that, Jason. I think it'd be good. You ought to go for it, man. Like Sean Kennel says, the first thing, or all you got to do is hit record. 50 times a day. Well, I guess you express your feelings very strongly. Anyway, boy, my eye looks horrible. Anyway, I think, oh, well, you know what? Most of y'all wasn't. Some of y'all might have been on the live last night, but I said I had a dash cam to review. It's garbage. And I went back to look at the link to the product, and it's from Alibaba. And you can buy them for $14.49. So that tells you what kind of dash cam that is. It wasn't. I think what the deal was is it got returned because they come in most all of them come in a little white plastic bag. The camera itself, like an electrostatic bag, and it was wadded up underneath the camera. The rear camera was about halfway out of the little Ziploc bag, so you could tell somebody's already been messing with it. So I've sent the liaison, whatever the giggity said they're called liaison. I don't know how to pronounce that, but anyway, I sent them an email and told them that if they want to send me a shipping label, I'll gladly send it back to them, or I'll gladly throw it in the trash because that's all it's good for. And it didn't even come with an SD card. Most of them come with an SD card nowadays, but that is the second thing for sure. But I think three things, but second thing for sure that I have received a review that was garbage right out of the box. Be bankrupt. Jason, dish soap. I needed to get dish soap, and I was even in Walmart 3 times. I did pretty decent on Spark tonight. The bad thing is I forgot to turn my mileage tracker on, but I think let's see. Can you see what time texts were sent? Let me see. View details. 2:55. So I started Spark right around 3 o'clock, and I shut down at around 7. So 4 hours, and man, Spark, this runs slow. 26, 27, 20, and 32. So that's say 75, 100, about 110, somewhere around 110 in 3 hours. 3 to 4 hours. So 20, 40, 60, 80. It's what, $20 an hour, give or take? To me, that's a good day, Tater. You're having fun. I think I can have fun doing a channel. It's great. I like doing them, but that, and like in my live last night, and the little thing that I made, the most, in all reality, the most important thing is enjoy doing it. If you don't really enjoy doing it, your odds are you're going to fail. Because if you're going for the money, or if you're doing it because that's the end thing to do, you're probably going to and the reason why you'll fail is you'll burn yourself out. But if you enjoy the videoing and the editing and the coming up with ideas and stuff like that, do it. And so what if it doesn't get any views? You can enjoy it. Oh no, don't worry about it. I was a little heartbroken, but that's okay. I'll get over it. But yeah, but yeah, do it because you enjoy it. I think there's a lot of people out there that create YouTube channels that think they're going to make money on it, and the reality is 95% of the people out there, it's going to take them a year to 2 years to start making $100 a month off of it. and some of them may make more. Pedro is he's one of the few that actually, and you know, he put in a couple of years before he started making decent money. Now he's I don't honestly don't even know why he's doing DoorDash now, because the CPM rate on these kind of channels is up there in comparison. I mean, I'm not talking $100. I'm talking $12. And a lot of the YouTubers are not going to tell you that, but it's about $12. Whereas some of the other channels are $2 or $3 per thousand. You'll do it for fun. Yeah, that's then you're going to have fun with it. It may be somewhat interesting. You know, you're going to be surprised what people find interesting. It blew me away. The only Jason Greger I see has enter. That will be about 50 cents. Um, I don't know how. I think this is Jason's channel. I don't know what category they put these gig channels in, but I can tell you, I'll tell you, the Dash Grandpa is $12.46 was the CPM, and a lot of your other, even like channels like Nick Nimmons and stuff like that, theirs is right around $3, $3 and $4. And where you really make the money is the educational channels. Um, but a lot of your YouTubers, they may tell you how much they make and whether it's true or not, but most of them won't tell you what the CPM is. What am I doing? Let me get back to Dash and Grandpa over here. Where is he? There he is. Old man's hiding over there. Dash and Grandpa. Let's go into manage videos. Go into analytics. Go into. Oh, I gained 2 subscribers on here. Revenue. Where does it show it? I used to know where it showed it. I'm not seeing it right now. All I got right now is playlist, random stuff. Well, those are good songs, so that's what I was saying. You know, if you're sitting around cleaning the house or whatever, and you want to listen to some good music, you got some on there. And you know, start getting your stuff out there. And another hint that I didn't know. I was watching a video a while back, and it said how to grow your channel faster. And they're saying I didn't do this, but I just learned this the other night. But since you're starting out, they say have about 10 videos and go ahead and upload them, but keep them private. And then once you get about 10 videos on there, 5 to 10 videos, then schedule each one of them, date one right after the other. And instead of putting one out and then a week later putting one out and then a couple of weeks later putting one out, get you about 10 of them and then put it on there. That's what they say. Now, I don't know. That's, man, I don't know. Super watch page ads, connected stores. Was it under advanced mode, maybe? No. But it would show your CPM. They have changed this up. Yeah, mine went tank. Anyway, the CPM on the gig channels is a lot higher than some of the other channels. I guess because it has to do with finances. Maybe finances is what's making it so high. Oh, Grandpa's random. Brandon, where is your other channel link? Oh, the Dirty Shoes Adventures. Just a second. That's what blew me away when I started doing this channel. I thought Dirty Shoes Adventures. I liked it because it was, camping and fishing and things like that. Um, yeah, there it is. Thank you, Ray. See, I'm old. I'm telling you, I go 85 miles an hour, either in the house or in the car. Around 38 Special will be playing at my state fair. You gotta go, man. And you can rockin' into the night. I used, well, I know unless you've listened to the older rock, you probably don't know that song. Steve might know it. Rocking into the night. He was been fairly young, but I used to cruise around. I'd drive in front of our mall and I would crank that up trying to get attention. And even if I'd have got attention, I'd have never heard anybody hollering at me because I had the Sparkle-Matics, the 6x9 Sparkle-Matic cranked up in my 74 Gran Torino. Actually, right around then, I was probably in a 66 Ford pickup. I don't really remember now. But yeah, I thought Dirty Shoes Adventures, whatever, that was more interesting. But then when I put Dash and Grandpa out there, Dirty Shoes Adventures was like this, and Dash and Grandpa comes along, just blew past it. And but it's what people are interested in, I guess. But it's making money, and people are into making money versus what kind of lure to use in murky water, because that's my main experience is in muddy, murky water. Clear water is a whole different ball game. But yeah, and I have put out a few videos as of late. Let's see, 1 month ago. Scooting adventure, Lake Wichita Spillway to Hamilton Park, which means nothing to y'all, but a little history. And I need to get back out there, but it's cooling back off now, so I will be getting back out there. And then I'm going to do a follow-up review on that scooter here in a couple more months. I would thought the Scooting Adventures playlist would have Dirty Shoes channel did a lot of good. The last one got 42 views. But I don't know. Like I said, if it had 10 views on it, I'm happy. I enjoy doing it. I enjoy the videoing. I enjoy the editing. And I really enjoyed it because Dirty Shoes Adventures, I used to pay for what's the music? The big music channel that you can download from. You have to pay for it. Yeah, hold on loosely. That's a good one. Music bar YouTube videos. I'm sure it'll pop up. Epidemic Sound. Epidemic Sound. That was because I love music, and you could go through there, and it was fun to create a video, and then just close your eyes and imagine the music. Listen to the music. Feel the music. If you can feel that music, and then put it to the video, and that is so cool. But you had to pay for it, and then it's kind of silly to pay for something you're not making any money back on. But the putting the music to the videos, I love doing that. It's just anyway. That probably sounded silly, filling the music. But if you're into music, you know what I'm talking about. Warren Haynes was Sympathy last night. Red Rocks playing Allman Brothers. You know what? You sent me is that what you sent me a text? I just remembered that. Is that the one you sent me? Sure is. I gotta turn that off. That was only 7 seconds. Technically, any seconds can get you copyrighted, but generally anything under 10 seconds, like 9 seconds or less, the the AI that scans through YouTube videos generally won't catch it. Technically, it's still copywriting, but anyway, I shot it so really good. I'm gonna. Until you posted that, I forgot you'd sent that. I got. If you send me a text or something and I don't respond to it within a day or so, send it again. Copyright, yeah. I I got a few. I got a few videos removed from sellers' YouTube channels. Because I don't think that they should be making money off of me, and unless they asked or I know it ahead of time. Like the scooter that Pork Chop was talking about earlier, that one they did. I did give them the copyrights to, so they can because they was talking about putting it on their regular website and or parts of it, and that if I know about it, that's fine. And a lot of people, if you look and read in the Reddit groups, they say they charge $500 to $1,000 to give them the copyrights to it. Unless you're a big time actor or a big time YouTuber, I don't see how you're going to charge that much. You know, 50, $100 maybe, and that's shooting that's shooting way out there, but it's for real. I mean, and you're doing an Amazon review, and you put and that company puts it on Amazon, they're making the commissions on that. And if your video doesn't make it in the carousel and theirs does, that was your video, and they're going to be making commissions, and you ain't making squat. So I've started writing it down so I don't get anybody in trouble after I've told them they could. So trying to keep up with that. I'm not real good at keeping up with books. I'm learning though, you know. I've never been my own boss, I guess you could say. I've never done that. I always worked for somebody else. Didn't have to do it. And in a lot of ways, working for somebody else is easier because you ain't got to think about it. You do your job, go home. This stuff, it's almost 24 hours a day because if you ain't doing it, you're thinking about it. And but I still try to take a little time. I was doing better until I started doing the Amazon reviews, just doing DoorDash and stuff like that. I would take the time, go out, walk around the lake, go wet a line. But when I started doing Amazon reviews, I haven't learned to balance my time out yet, and it needs to be done. But anyway, did I freeze up, or is just nobody saying nothing? Maybe everybody's watching that video. That one video that we shared on here, I don't know if you're still here, Steve, but you had one with the laser lights. It got flagged, which I don't care because, like I said earlier, you're unless you have a lot of views on the live stream, you're not going to make much off of AdSense. Okay, I was just wondering. I thought, did I freeze up? No, I didn't know. Thought I might have slipped up to the Twilight Zone. Wouldn't be the first time. Anyhow, y'all, I am having fun, but it is now 10:27. Present. Present and accounted for. I'm ready to go snowmobiling, Steve. What, about another couple of months? Listen intently. Well, I don't know. What was I saying? Yeah, I was just rambling about if you're going to do YouTube videos, do any of this, really, any of it. YouTube videos, door dashing, doing smart. If you don't enjoy doing it, go in there and enter the twilight. Yeah, I remember that one. But do all this because you enjoy doing it, because and I know making the money is not something that's enjoyable, but you can make money doing a lot of other things without the stress, because doing DoorDash and Spark and all this stuff, it can get pretty stressful. And people say, "Oh, all you do is go pick up orders and deliver them." Yeah, but then you got to think about, is that order worth it? And think about the long run. I mean, it's taking a $6 order 5 miles going to be worth it? How long is that going to take you? What other order are you going to miss out on because you're tied up on that order? And it's not like it's going to make a gray head or your hair fall out, but compare that to going and clocking in at a job for 8 hours and leaving it behind, and you ain't got. It's less stressful to have a W-2, I think, but absolutely, you got to enjoy, and like Steve said, 100% enjoy your life first and foremost, and that's it. If you're not enjoying it, find something else, do something else. These temporary agencies, I don't know if I'm sure they're nationwide, but like Kelly Services, they hire you to do different jobs. I recommend doing it, especially if you're young and you haven't had a job. If you can get hooked up with them, do different jobs, and you find out what you really like doing. Broccoli Picks, I don't think will be out. Well, how do y'all get rid of that little heart thing? I know you can't see. I'm sitting there pointing at it and pointing like y'all can see it, but there's a little heart. It's like Jason was the last one to put a message there, and I can see Proxy Picks. I don't think will, and I can see WO, and then I can't see, and then out well here. You say work out well here. I think it says work. I don't know, but I don't like that heart used to not be there, and then they put that heart on there. That little one, oh, it makes a little 100% and puts a little emoticons. I wish you could get rid of that. Because until somebody texts or puts another message in there, it shows up. Proxy Picks today, or was it today? There was one on there for $20, and it's going 20. It's 28. Yeah. How do you get rid of that heart? Yeah, that's what I would like to do, is get rid of it. Throw that heart out. Who needs a heart? But $20, I don't think it's on here anymore. Somebody took it. No, that's Spark. Where's Proxy Picks? Proxy Picks. Yeah, somebody must have took it. But I think it was 28 miles, and it was paying $18. No, 20. It was paying $20, and it was 28 miles. But it wasn't 28 miles, because I said it was 56. Anyway, it was, by the time you drive there and back, it was like double what your pay is, 50 cents a mile or whatever. That absolutely is not working. It's going to a car dealership, and That's one of the worst ones I've seen. I took one a few months ago, and it said Henrietta, Texas, which Henrietta is about 20 miles, but it wound up being about halfway between Henrietta and Nocona, and Nocona is about 50 miles. So one-way trip was almost about 35, 36 miles. And then you had to turn around and come back. And it was way out in the boonies where there are no addresses. I had to call the people and say, which dirt road do I turn down? It so happened him and his son was out feeding cattle. It was a ranch out there. I guess they was trying to get a lien on the ranch or something. I don't know what they was doing, or sell off part of it. My heart is shard. Mine is cold. Cold as ice. Who sang that one, Steve? Huh? Who sang Cold as Ice? Steve will probably pop it right out. He's probably already typing this. Just got a delay on it. Same person or same group that sang Hot Blooded. That was another one that I listened to right along with 38 Special and Fog Hat and Foreigner. I did Proxy Picks yesterday. That was a car dealership. They wanted all the. Oh, I can't. Well, actually, my computer's, well, not now since I have it on. I've got one that holds two monitors, but the stand that was before, you could raise it up a little bit and you could flip the monitor up vertical. Yeah, Hot Blooded. I cranked that song too. I did Proxy Picks yesterday. That was the car dealership. They wanted all the illuminated signs. Unfortunately, the particular dealership is split into two dealerships. And they only gave me one address. Wow, that would bite. And I called Proxy Picks, and they made it. Oh, that would be good. Yeah, you made bank on that. That's $40, man. But like this one, it was $20, but it's like 23 or 26 miles out there. Is what it was showing on the phone, on the app. I don't know that it was actually that far, but that's what it was showing. Well, there's just not that many proxy picks that pop up, you know. Oh wow, well that was good. They really don't take that long. I did one at the new Toyota dealership. There were some people inside there cleaning, and they was like watching me, seeing what I was doing. I guess I was out walking through the cars, and it's dark 30 out there. And this one, that new Toyota dealership here, is out in the country. It's about, well, I say out in the country, it's a half a mile away from the main streets. It's on a main road, but it's out. Anyway, the only bad thing about out there is they want, you got to take the pictures of the back, and the back out there is a pasture. And so you got to kind of watch out for rattlesnakes, because that's the way it is. Of course, pretty much everybody here probably has rattlesnakes. Rattlesnakes and copperheads. I didn't even know we had copperheads here. All my life hunting up and down that river, there ain't no telling how many I stepped over and never knew it. I see a rattlesnake here and there, but never got bit. Anyhow, y'all, it has been fun and real fun. But I am going to go ahead and slide off of here and see about getting this new one done. Yeah. Mom, I met my mom today, and some of my stuff comes here, some of it goes to my mom's house. And that package, it's a battery bank. Looks like it's going to be a pretty big one. It's like, I don't remember how many milliamp battery it was. Anyway, I've got to do that review and that review. And a tool belt. I'm not looking forward to that tool belt one. Anyway, I don't want to see any snakes You say, I don't like spiders and snakes, and that ain't what it takes to love me. There's your real old one. I don't even remember who sang. Was that Janis Joplin? I was probably 7, 8 years old when that one came out. I was just trying to remember. Anyhow, I'm out of here, folks. I got to get some work done before I sit here and just take up all y'all's time when y'all could probably be doing something fun instead of listening to me ramble. So I am going to go ahead and click on that and put my cursor right there so I can click on that. It's been a great show, Mike. I got to say, Mike, hope you have a great night. Yeah, I'm going to get those at least 2 reviews done. And weekend's coming up, and I've got more stuff coming in, and got to check a couple of lists. I got to answer the email on the chemicals for the yard, and then there was another email that I haven't answered yet. And those are from new sellers, but I don't think I want to deal with yard chemicals. If they want to send me a yard sprayer, I can fill it up with water to do the video with, and then I can sell it. Yeah, man. You really ought to check into that channel. Speaking of people, there's the China dolls messaging me now. Probably asking me if I've done that tool belt yet. But yeah, you really ought to get that channel going, man. Just set that camera up there and let her roll. You can use CapCut. It's a free program or free app that CapCut, I think CapCut.com. You can upload your video on there, and then you can cut it and cut out the dead air and the yelling and the screaming and the throwing the tools across the garage and hitting the fender well. I remember I did that one time on a car and really hurt my hand, but more importantly, it dented my car because I was young and dumb and something frustrated me under the hood, and I hit the side of the car. Or somebody, I think it was somebody that frustrated me. I'll give my mama 2 guesses on who that one was back in those days. But anyway, I'm out here, y'all. I got to get busy. Y'all keep, let's see, what in the minute? Good luck. Yeah. Just hit record and start doing it, man. My first video will be an introduction. There you go. But, you can do it any way you want to. But whoever it was, I don't remember if it was Nick Nemon or Daryl Eves. One of them, somebody had said, create about 10 videos or 5, at least 5, and then put them out back to back instead of, unless you're good and you can do a video a day. That's a tough schedule to keep. You can schedule them. When you go to upload them, you can put public, private, something else, and then you can schedule, and you can schedule it. And got a calendar. There you go. Tip of the day: schedule your videos. Anyhow, y'all keep smiling, dashing, dancing, prancing, doing whatever it is you want to do. Unlisted. That's it. Just keep smiling, like the. Oh, well, where is it? Right there. Keep smiling. Y'all be nice to one another, and y'all have a great night. And I'll catch y'all on the flip side. Bye, y'all.